Okay, so good morning everyone. Thank you for attending our media day, and I welcome you all to GCI Week 2025 of Davao Region Day 2 Media Day. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to thank our press people, starting. Okay, we would like to thank Mindanao Times, Gio Tolotanod, also for RMN Davao, Rans Barbarona, and Aileen Lupian, for Mindanao Journal, Lynn Conde, Sunstar Davao, Rogie Grace Patumbon. We also have Kadampan Digital, Carlo Dollar, GMA Super Radio Davao, Jason Villacorte, thank you. We also have the Manila Bulletin, Ivy Tejano. Thank you for attending our press con, and thank you for waiting. Also, before we start, I'd like to acknowledge my colleagues here beside me. So, acknowledging our 2025 Regional Communication Director, Ms. Sarah May Milaneta. Good morning, ICD. Also, welcome Maulana, the LO President of Greater Davao. We also have Darwin Mandante from Maragosan, Pegsawitan. Hello, Press. We also have beside me, Press George Gerard Luis from Central Davao. Also from my very own local organization, Ms. Jemima Lynn Matute, the President of GCI Malagos Davao. We also have Bifa Bonifacio from GCI Lacambini Davao. And we also have Rob De La Serna from GCI Davao. And Ms. Bel Valderrama from GCI Davaoania Davao. Welcome everyone. So this press con is in celebration of JCI Week 2025 under the theme Build Better Together. So this event, JCI Week, is a simultaneous event nationwide. So basically this is to let everyone know that JCI Davao is actively participating and working together for this momentous event. Also, I will give the floor to my LO President for the event announcement.
Thank you, RC, for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So my name is Jem. I am the 2025 local president of JCI Malagos Davao, and we are the host for this year's JCI Week celebration for Davao City. So gaya ng sinabi ni RC, we have prepared different activities for the entire week. So that is, last night, we had our opening program at the Boosters Bar, and we officially opened JCI Week. So today, this morning, we are having the press conference, and then this evening is our training day. So we are going to have a training activity at the Bloom Cafe and Startup at 6 p.m. tonight. And on Tuesday, we are going to have our courtesy call at Sangguniang Panglungsod at 9:30 and a job fair that's open for everyone sa Victoria Plaza at 8:30 to 5 p.m. on Tuesday. So that's tomorrow. And then on April 9, which is Araw ng Kagitingan, we will have a simultaneous bloodletting activity. So that is simultaneously all over the Philippines. So all JCI LOs and regions will conduct the same activity. So we have our bloodletting activity at Sub-National Blood Bank. That's the one beside Mental Hospital in Bahana, just along JP Laurel. So that's 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. On Thursday, that's April 10, we are launching one of JCI Philippines flagship programs, our national program, that's Beyond Prison Walls. And that is going to be at Davao Prison and Penal Farm or Tapicol. So that's going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. po. And then during the night naman, we are going to have some fun. So we are going to have a trivia night that is also open for everyone. So that's for JCI and non-JCI members. So we are inviting everyone if you are free on Thursday night. So we are going to have a trivia night. That's at Magic Mike in Matina po. And then on April 11, that's coming Friday, another national project launching, which is Think Green. So we are going to have mangrove planting at Barangay Talomo, NH Bangkal Talomo po. That's on Friday at 10 a.m. And then during the night, another fun night for JCI, and that is going to be an e-game, so that's online games. That's going to be at 7 p.m. at Startups Co-working Space Obrero. And to culminate the entire week, our culmination at Sports Fest is going to be this coming Saturday at Naval Forces Southeastern Mindanao Panakan Camp. So that's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's Sports Fest and then culmination all throughout. All our activities can be seen and will be posted in our JCI Davao Region page and our respective pages, local organization pages. So those are our lined up activities for the whole week. So we look forward and we hope that everyone can join us for those activities. So, yan po. Thank you. So I think we are ready to open the floor for question and answer.
Hi everyone, Jaisal Villacorte po from GMA Super Radio Davao. Yung theme niyo po na Build Better Together, ano kung ibig sabihin nito po? Naging theme niyo for this year's JCI Week po.
Hi, good morning. So I am George Gerard Luis, 2025 Local Organization President of JCI Central Davao. So basically, Build Better Together, galing na siya sa aming call to action for this year for the JCI Philippines mismo na call to action, which is Build Better, which means that all of the areas of opportunities here in JCI, we will be strengthening it by us, the local organization president, by making sure that our members will build strong when it comes to maximizing the opportunities here in JCI, which is individual development, business and opportunities, international cooperation, and community impact. For this year's JCI Week, it's more like strengthening the visibility of JCI, especially in the respective regions across the JCI Philippines. most likely, sa mga activities na prepare namin, it's not only for showcase here in Davao Region that we are actively participating sa mga concerns and sa mga ganap dito sa Davao Region, but it is also one way of empowering our members. That's why for this year's JCI Week, we will build better together. Charing.
Sir, may mga partners din po ba ang JCI sa mga programs or mga projects nyo ng mga stakeholders, mga private sectors po?
Yeah, we have basically our respective local organizations. As what you can see, we're from different local organizations, and all of us, we have our different partners. For this year's JCI Week, we are collaborating. There's a collaboration of all all of the local organizations here in Davao Region, and also we're doing we maximize also our partnerships so that we could conduct our activities for this week. For example, JCI Durian City, unfortunately wala sila dito, JCI Durian City will be hosting the bloodletting. That is a simultaneous activity across the JCI Philippines, and they tap their partners because they have a stakeholder din na sa
National Blood Bank.
Sa blood bank, mga ganun po. And for the succeeding activities po, we also have partners din po. And di lang ako sure kung ano yung exactly names nila, but definitely that's one of things that we are trying to maximize them, aside from our visibility, but also by doing partnerships to the local, private and public sectors here in Davao Region.
So if I may add, for our job fair, that's in partnership with PESO and NCCC. Our bloodletting is in partnership with Subnational Blood Bank. Tapos our Think Green, which is our tree planting, is also in partnership, of course, with the local the LGU in the barangay and Centro as well. So, and then our culmination is in, if you've noticed, is in Navy. It's a Navy camp. Kasi we are also in partnership with Navy, with the Army, and not just in our projects, but also like this with the celebration. So we make sure that they are also tapped para this celebration is not just for JCI, but also for our partners and stakeholders.
Ma'am, follow up lang po ako sa job fair. May target po na mga job seeker. Possible na mag-join ng mga companies para sa nasabing job fair po.
So currently, as per PESO, we actually already have 31 employers, 5 of which are overseas. So, the marketing or the advertisement already, kasi yung nasa database ng PESO, sila yung natap for the job fair. So that's why we partnered with PESO for this, para hindi kami mahirapan to look for employers for the job fair. So these employers are actually part of their current database already. So if you would like, ayan, ako na lang magpa-plug, but if you would like to partner also with PESO, like if you have a business, or if you have a company, you can just write an intent of letter for PESO so that you can also be added to their database and for future job fairs as well. Come.
Hello. Regine Patombon po from Sunstar Davao. Last year, I believe JCI extended help to PDLs in Panabo. And right now, we are focusing in Davao. So, since for this one, what na po yung target na mga number of PDLs and what type of services or benefits are we going to give to them?
Hello, good morning. So I am Dr. Maoy Maulana from JCI Greater Davao. So our projects with the PDLs, or we call that Beyond Prison Walls, It's a yearly project that we do together with JCI Kadayawan, who is not around right now. But we do a yearly collaboration with other LO chapters. So what we basically do, we give free legal services to the PDLs and also medical services. We do a medical mission and also psychiatric evaluation, also psychiatric and psychological evaluation, and free legal services. Our target beneficiaries are whoever who want it, so it's for all the PDLs, but we focus mainly on the juveniles and also the women, okay? And also those PDLs that didn't have any access to any legal services during the time of their being in the jail. So we focus more on them. So, and it's really important also because we know that the PDLs, it's very like, they're compacted in the jail cell. So there are lots of diseases, especially communicable diseases, that they acquire. That's why we focus more with regards to the diseases that are very communicable.
Sir, I don't know if I don't have the data with you, but since we have been extending help to the PDLs yearly, under sa atong organization, dapat tayo a number on how many PDLs we have extending help to or atong kasama?
From the previous, we at a minimum of 300 PDLs. That's in total of medical and legal services. Yearly, that's yearly. And we didn't focus just on the Davao City Jail, but we also extended our programs up to the Dapicol.
What makes this year's JCI different from last year? I think another point is ang approach of that, which is ang new addition. Apart from it po, ano pa ang new addition na po that what can people look forward to for our JCI meetings?
Okay, so what makes this year's JCI unique is that the national organization is pushing us to conduct in the region level the different activities na hindi nagawa for the previously, for example, the bloodletting, the job fair, the national launching of other projects, and ano ba, ikaw, Batch,
Okay, good morning everyone. I am Darwin Mandanta, the 2025 LO President of JCI Maragusan Piagsawitan. So this year, in celebration of JCI Week, the JCI Philippines is pushing through the autism awareness. So it's part of the culmination program of the JCI Week, which is to partner and to implement a project in relation to autism awareness. So basically, we will also be doing that in Davao region. So on our culmination day, we'll be having or we'll be partner with an organization in line with the autism awareness program. And yun, basically, it's more yun nga, yung togetherness with the JCI community as we build better together.
Sir, last na lang po. How many ano na po ba siguro organizations under JCI, and then how many members we have siguro as of this year or siguro as of December 2020?
So technically po, speaking in Davao region, so in Davao region, we are 27 local organization affiliated with JCI Philippines. And yun nga, knowing na at 28 na pala may dagdag, may isang revival LO this year. So 28 local organization across Davao region. So for me, on my case, I am the first. We take pride as the first and by far the only local organization in the province of Davao de Oro. So we are based in Maragusan, Davao de Oro. And there are other local organizations that are based in Davao City but also on the rest of the provinces in the region. So yun, but basically on nationwide, there are ilang LOs na ba tayo? For 200? More than 200 local organization across the Philippines with all over how many members? Mga 100,000, no? Ano ba? Yeah. So, actually marami tayo. Yes po. Oo. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm VP Han of Manila Bulletin and Mindanao Journal po. To add to Ms. Rogin's question, how does JCI engage legal communities, businesses, and government agencies in this initiative po?
Okay. So basically, we partner with various agencies, no? So we do have medical missions. That's one of or more of the flagship or national program of JCI. So on our case, no, technically in Maragusan, we're the only LO in the province. So we really partner with the provincial government, the local government, and also barangay level, and also other stakeholders like cooperatives, mga legal council. So yun. So basically, that's what we do in JCI. We really strengthen collaboration and partnership because we believe that we cannot do this alone, no, in the local organization, but also the partnership and engagement with other stakeholders. So that's what we really strengthen, particularly in each local organization and of course across Davao region.
Nationwide, what are the biggest challenges JCI faces in
Okay. Sige, ako na lang mag-una tapos.
Yeah, essay too.
So technically, JCI or JCI Philippines it's a voluntary organization. So we really do this for the heart of service. No? Again, part of our creed is service to humanity is the best work of life. So personally, that's my hugot in JCI. That's why I'm passionate and doing this for this year because we are only given as presidents, we are only given 1 year to lead. So isang year lang talaga kami maging presidente, kaya ibuhos na namin lahat for the community. So maybe first quarter pa lang, pero maybe one of the struggle, no, particularly as a category 3, a local organization in which our members are ranging to 25 members. Basically, the major problem in our local organization is the membership retention. Given that we are a voluntary organization, we cannot please everyone in our organization to magpunta kayo dito, mag-attend kayo dito because hindi po kayo bibayad dito. We're just spending for the community or giving to the community back. So, for me, that's one or the major na problem or na gina-face namin. It's really the membership retention. However, due to the outcome of the projects that we are conducting, that's also one way of attaining again, no? Parang encouraging again those members na naglaylo, na parang happy member lang. So basically, for me as a president, I'm really doing it for my local organization, for my members to also do the same because that's leadership, di ba? We are also pushing, we are in molding young leaders in JCI. That's why as a leader by example, that's I am doing, and hopefully we can survive this year for 2025. Actually, for JCI Maragusan, it's our 4th year pa lang. So we are a young local organization affiliated with JCI Philippines, but I am hoping really that the local organization will continue for many years pa to serve the community in Maragusan.
So ayan po, so sa lahat po nanonood ngayon sa Facebook Live, this is a call for invitation po to please join us, join our movement. Yun lang pa.
If I would just like to add, we got a lot of young talented persons in JCI, and one of the I think problems we're facing is the resources that we had. That's why we keep on partnering with the government and also other private agencies. Sayang kasi yung talent ng mga these young professionals that are really have the passion to make a positive change. They all have the initiatives to do to help the people, and we are a non-profit organization. We're doing this with all our own resources. But any help that you would like to give to us, it will be highly accepted. And it will be not for the organization, but for our beneficiaries. For example, we have beneficiaries from PWDs, we also have from the senior citizens, or those communities that have less access to services that's not even being, even the government having hard time to reach them. So that's why we are here. And we're calling also to all those agencies and private organizations that we could collaborate to make a very good positive change.
Thank you. With those challenges you've mentioned, how does JCI plan to sustain its project beyond this week-long celebration?
Can you repeat the question? Kidding aside, but I'm not kidding. Can you repeat the question, ma'am, again?
With those challenges being mentioned earlier nila, sir, how does JCI plan to sustain its projects beyond the week-long celebration?
Okay, so thank you so much for that question. So first of all, JCI, the goal of JCI has lots of goals, right? But one of those is really bridging the gaps and building relationships with the partners mentioned by Press Gio, Press Darwin, and the other presses here. And so with that, that's really the goal, collaboration. That way, the projects are sustainable. So we have our representatives, which it's either the president and the VP for internationalism, or any really that has the time and at the same time heart for service to go out and meet with our partners. With this one, we open up the projects, we have project briefings, we have project proposals in place, and we talk about the impact it creates in not just in Davao but also in the world, because we do believe that faith in God, charis, but that's our JCI creed. But we do believe that each project creates a ripple effect. One small choice creates that ripple effect. And also to answer, JCI chapters have we have JCI Philippines. We also have international JCI chapters. So that in itself, it's already sustainable, just because we have national and world presidents that are having this Senate golf na mga meetups doon, and then they have trainings there, and with that, merong mga mastermind sessions wherein they really talk about how we can create more impact in this world and what projects we can do to really hit that UN SDG goals, which all our project aim to have, like zero poverty or like the sustainability of it all. And so all these projects beyond the prison wall, Think Green, it's not just para may project, but it also hits that UNSDG goal, which at the same time also create leadership. That's why we have our membership retainment programs para maka-create ng new leaders, and then again nasa kabataan nga yung future ng generations, diba? And so in order to do that, we also create a space for them to grow. That's why merong trainings and all that. I hope I answered your question, and I hope I made you proud. But yeah, thank you so much po.
The impact, twice or thrice yata narinig ko yung impact, no? What measurable impact does
JCI expect to achieve during this week, and how is it different from the previous years?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please? Sorry.
Mentioning the impact, twice or thrice, I heard it, no? What measurable impact does JCI expect to achieve during this week, and how is it different from the previous years?
The goal naman of JCI is to create a lasting impact with the communities, and I believe this time around we're still going to continue that. maybe if there's a tangible thing na what we want to see would be nicer communities, kumbaga, or better relationships with our partners. If we see the direct effect of our projects sa mga communities namin, that they would be better or they would be in a better place, kumbaga, then that would be a very successful. We would consider it as a very successful event for JCI Week. Compared naman last time, I think this year we have lots more activities and partnerships. For example, I believe we are also going to have a partnership with the Autism Society of the Philippines. I believe in our chapter we will be conducting an activity with that, pero it will not fall na sa JCI Week because it's going to be on Sunday na sa extension. Siyang extension na rin because JCI Philippines is also partnering with Autism Society of the Philippines, and each local chapter is encouraged to join the activity of that. So, yun.
A pleasant morning to each and everyone. At this juncture, I'd like to introduce myself first. I'm Carlo Dolier from Kadangpan Digital. So I like to give my one question just for all of the organizations under JCI. If, of course, including the women empowerment, because I like to ask this, if the best practices, would you describe in one word, what was it, and how does it reflect the heartfelt volunteerism that you have done in the projects that you have conducted? Any of you can answer the question.
Let's hear it from the all-female chapter siguro. Let's hear it from Dabawanya Dabadaba, Saira.
Talaga. Hi. Sorry, but repeat the question.
Again, I just like to give a pageant, Annie. And actually, the best practices that you have done in your organization, especially the women empowerment, if you would describe in one word, what is it and how did it impact within the projects that you have organized in your respective organizations under JCI?
One word lang palang answer. Okay, so for one word, before anything else, my name is Zaira Kilaneta. I am the 2025 Regional Communications Director and also a member of JCI Dabawanya Dabadaba. So, as you can see, I'm wearing pink kasi yung our chapter is an all-female chapter. So, for 40 years, we have been collaborating with different private and public sectors and organizations here, and not just here in the city or here in the Philippines, but also worldwide. So, as for your question, my one word is collaboration.
Alternative, wait. Kanila lang. Madunggan naman na.
Ay, madunggan lang. Okay. So, my one word is collaboration. So, as somebody who's part of an all-female chapter, okay lang po, as somebody who's part of an all-female chapter, it's very empowering to be with really strong ladies who are also empowered to share the same passion to like help the community, do businesses together, and try to Grabe, good morning. And try to collaborate with different people now in all walks of life. So for me, that's my one word.
I guess okay, Ako na lang ba ang female dito gano'n?
Tayo na lang, guys.
Okay, so hi again. So I am VP BFAB Bonifacio. I am the representative from JCI Lakambini Davao as our President Charlene Saludares is attending an induction in Marikina. So we have a twinning chapter there, JCI Marikina Zapato. So that's one of the amazing things about JCI as well. You can really connect and meet with people. But to answer the question, I also do agree with RCD, its collaboration. To add, para hindi kami parehas. Para iba yung ma-report ninyo, charing. For me, it's really bonding, fellowship. Because whenever you guys bond, you talk about each other's pain and traumas and all that. And at the same time, you get to meet the deep layers of each person. Doon mo din kasi makakita what project fuels their soul. Like, just to share, let's say women that are victims of domestic violence. There is some of the women here at JCI joined to have a community of the women supporting them, and at the same time to create a project that really advocates for those victims. And so with the bonding sessions, kasi you get to chika-chika over fellowship, and then mamimit mo sila. And then ang power kasi of chika-chika is you basically get to know them. When you get to know them, you get to know their passions, and when you get to know their passions, dun yung matutulungan yung each other. And so with that comes also the collaboration. So you are very masyado na ako machika, but one word for me is bonding and fellowship as well.
Siguro one word is, it's empower. Kasi coming from the all-male chapter, our perspective when it comes to women empowerment is to give them platform. That's why I am so thrilled to announce today that we will have our daughter chapter. They will be revived na. JCI Senoritas Davao will be activated na after siguro yung national board meeting nila sa Bohol. As an all-male chapter, I think one of the things that we can do for all the women is to give them platform to do great things. Then like to address or to channel their advocacies. I think by creating a new chapter, all-female chapter, especially sa mga female chapters natin, they have their advocacies din on how to empower kapwa babae nila. Yun lang po.
We are also all male chapters, but we have, what I think the best way to say is for empowerment is you join JCI. Because, in JCI, we see a lot of very empowered women, strong, independent women. We have all-female chapters that can do males' jobs. We have also co-eds that, they collaborate male and female, but it's being led by a female president, a woman president, like the JCI Durian City. So I think joining JCI is one of the best women empowerment, or if not JCI, any non-profit organization. You need to make a positive change and show the world the strength of a woman.
Hi, to add, good morning. I am Bel Valderrama from JCI Davao, Daba. So my one word would be resilient. I do believe that women nowadays, most especially nowadays, are resilient. So they are able to find
ways on how to discover and also parang find ways na ano ang problems in each organization. And I do believe not just Daba but all organization sa JCI is resilient. And to connect with women empowerment is maging good example din ang JCI or image to women who are in need
or who are in need for power, and also to bring their self-esteem up or strength up. Thank you.
Last on my end, pasa-pasa na lang din ang mic sa atong kay Live Money. Actually, here's the last question that I like to ask. Out of all the organized events that you have conducted, what was the heartfelt person that you had heard one's story that made one change their lives?
Thank you so much for that very wonderful question. One person.
Sige, start na lang.
Does it have to be an event in JCI week or JCI in general? Okay. So recently we had the culmination of one of our biggest projects, which is the Most Outstanding High School Graduate, and we had 35 students competing there, but there are a number of students, while we were interviewing them for their as part of their activity, one student struck me the most, and he said that it's the first time that their school joined the competition, but the immense the immense effect that MOSG had, or our project had with them, was really, really big, to the point na that student herself is pushing their school to join again next year, because the learnings that they had in MOSG was parang very, very significant for them. Kumbaga, it's very different from all the other student leadership na forums or activities that they had before, and they're really very appreciative of what they learned. So in that case, maybe siguro our project really did leave a lasting effect to them, and I think that's what keeps us going, to see the smiles and the growth of our students.
Sorry, the question was one person po, no? Okay, actually, I really do not have any parang person in mind, but I do think once I see people in JCI, since I just started, I just joined JCI last year, 2024. The way I see people since I was a kid sa JCI is very impactful for me. They are really passionate on doing projects to help the community, and actually I really do not have a person in mind, pero as a JCI organization as a whole, kay impactful siya for that's it.
I think this is just a recent project we had together with DepEd, with schools with special needs, children with special needs. So I've met this one high school student, and he struggled in studying since elementary. He was being included into the regular class because he wasn't diagnosed that he was dyslexic. He was being called bobo, hindi marunong magbasa. But the fact is, he was just dyslexic. He has a special need with regards to education. When that was addressed, when he was already in high school, it was discovered that his IQ is very high. It was just that his problem was his dyslexic, problem with reading. So that's why he cannot understand. Now, with that we were like shocked that there are like, by own experience, we see our classmates before that we call them ganito, ganyan, but we didn't know that meron pala silang learning disabilities. And our government had programs with regards to this, but the problem is because of the, some of the schools that is very hard to reach, and they don't know these kinds of programs. hindi sila naaabot. And it is our responsibility to help them and to maximize their potentials. You know, this kid was, sa kanya pa nalaman na he's really good. High school na siya. The years na nasayang niya during studying was really nasayang. So, and that's only one. In around one barangay here in Davao City, they have around 70 students who are having learning difficulties. But that can be addressed. That can be addressed.
On a personal siguro for me, also for myself naman, probably it was also a recent project we had in Marilog district. It's when we visited a sitio in Marilog. Actually, when this was introduced to JCI Malagos, the description na hindi ko makalimutan na ginamit ng SK, because one of their SK chairman is a member of JCI Malagos in Marilog. So when she said, "Press, ito na sitio, press, kasi mamatay na lang sila, hindi pa sila nakakita ng highway." So that got me thinking, hindi pa nakakita ng highway. Thinking na, di ba, we know na may mga roads na dyan, but when we visited the sitio, lo and behold, kaya pala, because the road going to their place is very, very difficult. So it's literal na tawid ng sapa, tapos the road is not really accessible to them. So that's why it's difficult for them to go from their place to the city. So that projects like that actually are parang that's our fuel to go on. So, visiting their places like that, na Davao City na siya, part na siya ng city, pero meron palang places na they don't have electricities, they don't have access to clean waters, they don't have access to quality education. Though they have schools, but they don't have access to that. So that's where JCI comes in. That's where we bridge the gaps from communities like that to possible help that we could give them. So that's why, like what all of my colleagues have said, we've partnered with the government, with private organizations. So that project, I think, was one of the highlights so far of my year, and looking forward to go back to that sitio. Kasi nung nakita namin yung situation, that's also one good thing. Kasi parang, we can have a project, different project naman, addressing their education, their water, or their electricity. So parang ganon. So that's like one city at a time. So that's one for me.
Okay, so for me, since I just started joining JCI last year, so wala pa ko'y
hands-on.
Oo, so wala pa ko'y daghan activities or events na na-attendan. But one thing na nagpa-ingon dyan sa ako na I want to join JCI is because of my sister-in-law. So, way back before, na nag-school pa ko, nga siya busy kaayo, ana-ana. So, after makakita ko sa mga posts, sa mga stories, outreach, ana. So, I want to make an impact for our society, ganyan. So one thing na nakita ko from my sister-in-law, our press, is that so good nga nag-lead siya sa JCI, is grabe ang commitment and also matest dyan ang patience. So I think na once you commit, especially sa mga non-profit organization, so always do not to remind ourselves to rekindle, always do to mag-go back sa tungway ngano ta nag-appeal ani. So ato lang.
Okay, so actually gwapo siya na question, no? Murag ano ba, murag na
nakapa-reflect ko, wala yung particular person sa mind, but I can say that ang ma-remember jud is ang mga kids of Dato Salumay, because like 3 years ago when katong VP for community pa ko, we went there. Then kami ang nag-attend mi sa opening sa ilahang school, like on the Dato Salumay mismo, because from Dato Salumay, like going sa school pa is like miles pa jud, kay bundok jud siya. Then we are invited by my senator that time. Tapos it's really emotional kaayo mi that time, because us growing up jud kay kanang the only struggle that personally ako, the only struggle that I encountered jud is mag-study. Per sila mismo the opportunity sa ilaha na layo kaayo ang opportunity of learning sa ilaha. That's why when they opened the school there sa katong pag-kick off sa ilahang school sa Dato Salumay na lesson na ilahang walking distance, ang mga kids dito is very happy. And also kanang naghatag mi sa ilaha og mga bags, mga school supplies, and nakita jud namo ang ilahang joy jud ato. Kay di kay kung magamurag di na sila malisdan mo atog sa school kundi napatay na help sa ilaha. And those are the things jud na maka-fuel sa mua, which is to serve the community pa, and to seek for more communities na naga-struggle pa pugingon ana, because I think all of my batchmates president here will agree na mo jud na siya ang isa sa purpose jud namo diri sa JCI, not only for self-development but also helping the community jud.
So for me, on my end, I do agree with my batchmates. So those are the stories that also fueled me to really go through with JCI. So basically in Maragusan, our one flagship program in JCI Maragusan, it's the Mars Panik. It's a trail run activity organized by JCI Maragusan Piagsawitan. So in there we collaborate with local government unit, and of course the main goal is for health and wellness of the locality, since it's a trail run. And also we were able to showcase the bountiful beauty of Maragusan. But more than that, I believe that the impact of our project in the local community is that there is a group of people na organize because of I believe because of Mars Panik, because active na yung mga tao sa Maragusan when it comes to running. So there are running communities now in Maragusan. They are competing in the region. Just recently, last week, yung sa East-West na run, there are participants from Mars Running Club. Also last week din in Tagum City, there are participants also from Maragusan who joined the said activity, So for me or for us in JCI Maragusan, that's a winning situation, or that's a winning moment for us, because for me this year my call to action is dare and win, because I'm Darwin. So so for me that's a winning moment for our LO, that really that the community is we are serving with is na-realize na yung purpose ng activities namin and other projects. Yun.
Hi, so I would like to share one of our flagship projects in JCI Davao-Venia Daba Daba. It's also my brainchild project. So backstory, I started JCI when I was 19. So that was 8-9 years ago. So I've been here in JCI for 8-9 years. But when I was 19, the reason why I entered JCI was because of my cousins, yung brother ko, yung sisters ko, parang very busy sila with JCI, and then ako nasama-sama lang. So parang nung time na yun, I was always the make a letter na ganito and do this. Parang yung mga side quest lang ba ng big project. Until such time I entered veterinary medicine school. So when I became a vet student, kasi I was like really passionate about animals, and then during that time I started helping out dun sa yung pet expo, yun nandito sa Gaisano Mall before. And then I started to think, now why not make like a pet expo the JCI way. Like, we get to help out the community, we get to teach people, like, paano ba to, ganyan. Hindi lang siya yung parang wala lang, pa-pet expo lang, pa-hawak-hawak lang ng animals. So, we made Zurific. Zurific is yung annual project namin sa chapter namin. We do it annually sa Abriza Mall. And then this summer, meron din kami Zurific for this year. And ang target talaga ng Zurific was not just to like do a regular pet expo na yung parang hawak-hawak lang na animals, but we also collaborated with vet students, kasi di ba here in Davao City we don't have a vet school dito, kasi in the Philippines I believe we only have like 9 to 10 vet schools all around the country. So parang for me, as somebody na vet student din, I get to invite vets or people in the field, yung mga vet students, to also encourage people to also encourage them na mag-take up din ng course if you're willing, na merong din ganito, ganyan. So it's another way of also introducing the vet field dito sa Davao City. So other than that, the whole project, diba, kasi we also wanted to help a community. So doon sa pag-help ng community, we got to meet Bantay Hayop. So Bantay Hayop, they were once parang dun sila dati nakatira sa parang bahay-bahay lang nila, nire-rent nila there in Mental. It was like a really small place with just 2 rooms na regular rooms sa pangtao. And then ang dami nilang rescues, like sobrang dami, lagi silang nire-report, lagi silang inaaway ng mga kapitbahay nila kasi it was yung mga neighborings, kasi yung mga neighboring houses, so lagi sila nire-report, like, gusto lang naman nilang tumulong dun sa mga dogs kasi we don't have that here in the city. So what we did, we did Zurific, and then yung proceeds, we gave it to them para magkaroon sila ng own place nila na parang free roaming lang yung dogs, yung mga ganon. So parang other than, the reason why I share this to you is, other than yung help natin, di ba, with our communities, sa mga local communities natin with yung mga bata, mga matatanda, we also help out all living things. So parang yun din yung like on our end. So also sa ganun na part, hindi lang si Bantay Hayop ang nahe-help namin, other people din, like us, yung mga dogs, we do free spay and neuter, we do free immunization, lahat, all vaccinations, free medical, free, kumbaga meron din kaming pa-medical mission but for pets. And hindi lang siya pets na cats and dogs, also your snakes, your rabbits, like everything. So parang yun lang yung nice about it, kasi it's, di ba, masyadong mahal magpa-check up ng pets. Tsaka saan ka maghahanap ng vet na exotic vet talaga, kasi ang hirap maghanap ng ganun. But because of this, we get to collaborate with people and make this a reality then for people. So mini plug. So Zurific will be happening this summer, like around June. So yun yung very impactful for me when we were able to help Bantay Hayop. So yan po.
Okay, ako na talaga. Last na po. Good afternoon again. So a heartfelt project for me is Project Rise. It's also a flagship project under JCI Lakambini Davao. So Rise is reclaiming independence through skills enhancement. So the project chair here, the brainchild of Direct Clarice Marian Lara Cayen. So 'di ba sa mga Davao City Jail women na side, meron man talagang makalaya niyan. So ngayon we got the kinuha namin yung mga listahan ng mga makakalaya na. Yung last 6 months na lang makakalaya na sila. And so what we did, we partnered with JCI Agdao Merchants, Press Angelo, kasi marunong siyang gumawa ng balloons. So balloon making siya. So ngayon, the objective of Project Rise is to provide skills dito sa mga PDLs natin para pag makalabas sila, of course, may stereotype kasi talaga, 'di ba? Pag nasa kulungan ka, it's so sad, pero at the same time, hindi talaga sila makakakuha agad ng trabaho. So even if they want to, right? So some business owners believe in redemption, some doesn't, and it's also valid on their end. And so what we did here was empower these PDLs na paglabas nila, they can create their story. They can create an income for themselves because they have these skills. So yung skills po, balloon making at saka massage training. So yung massage, so pag may ano sa kanila, that's 500 to 700 na. And so women depende sa rates nila, so but yun yung tinuro na rate. So we partnered with TESDA and Dole, so that way yung TESDA matatap din sila pag nakalabas na sila. Okay, meron dito, merong massage parlor, or if not, they can also create it kung saan man sila after. And what's nice about it is, syempre, hindi din sila mahihiya kasi they can create an income for themselves, which is really one of the goals here in JCI, right? Sustainability. Kasi how if you say pag sustainability kasi meaning pwede mo nang pabayaan because they can really take care of themselves already. And so you do that by creating these skills. And sometimes it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes 3 projects pa, 5 projects pa, but eventually you create that ripple effect. And then so ayun na, and then they can create that. So just to share, this happened with PDLs already. We went to Tagum para sa nakuha namin yung listahan ng mga single parents with low income. So ayun, with low income with also parents nga, so may mga anak. So single parents with low income. So ayun siya. So that's really heartfelt for me because one of may nag-thank you kasi talaga because she felt na parang her has yung partner niya, kinaka-partner niya before, devalues her because she doesn't bring any food to the table, kumbaga. So with this, she learned, and ayun na, meron na siyang sideline that also created food and provided food for the table. So ayun siya. Thank you so much po.
By the way, we also recognize Pres Anthony Jan Castro of JCI Davao, the 2025 President of JCI Davao.
Okay, one question lang to anyone. I think depende na lang.
AJ Kisha.
As a non-profit organization, JCI has collaborated with the government and various partners. So in your view po, what are the pressing societal issues here in Davao region that usually JCI could help address further, and which you hope the government can also resolve sustainably?
Good morning, no? Yes, totoo yun, sir, no? JCI again is a non-profit organization, and what makes our work easier is because we have partners and stakeholders, no? So we're very thankful for these partners, no? And for example, the government, for example, ang mga DOH, for private partners like JCI Davao, we have Aboitiz, Terma South, no? So I think one of the pressing issues that JCI, I believe JCI would tackle, no? Especially also sa JCI Davao is more of renewable energy, no? Kasi alam naman natin those kinds of projects make it sustainable ba? So for example, kami we have this project what we call Project Wash, no? It's in our 3rd year na ngayon. So what we give is solar powered pumps, no? And I believe nakakatulong yun sa community. Like for example, sobrang laki ng bill nila ng kuryente. Yung sa Siquet Valley sa Tibungco, pa nagbabayad sila ng bill nila at 12,000 for electricity, kasali na doon yung sa tubig. But when we did our Project Wash year 1, bumaba yung kuryente nila at 4,000, 3,000, and that's very helpful to the community. And I hope that with partners like the government can help us, no, purchase that. For example, may solar powered pumps. Alam naman natin yung mga contractor for that will less their profit because it's a community service. But then again, we JCI, we don't have that much money to do that. So naghahanap kami ng partners, no? Isipin natin if there are a lot of communities who needs like solar powered or any renewable energy, I believe mas madami tayong matutulungan kasi yung pera or yung resources nila para say for example sa kuryente nila or any other things na gagawin nila, pwede natin i-allocate to other things na mas makakatulong sa kanila. So I believe na yun yung isa sa mga need o kailangan natin na pagtuunan din ng pansin here in Davao region. And I hope, especially coming elections na, I hope that the government will continue to help us and support us, JCI. Hindi lang not only in JCI Davao but JCI Philippines as a whole. So yun lang ho. Thank you.
Since you mentioned, sir, since you mentioned naman dito, sir, is that one of the prior projects na majority of the JCI groups are currently supporting related to power and energy? O ba na itong prior projects?
Yes, we do support each other naman po. But our respective local organizations kasi sir, we have different advocacies kasi. For example, ang Sabah, member ko lang, for example, Malagos, Davao, they're into talaga like Marilog communities, Malagusan community, then sila AJ, more on sila sa sa sentro mismo sa Davao, sa JC Davao, Centro Davao. And kami naman sa Central Davao, we're into more on business, ganyan. So you can expect na ang mga respective local organizations namin are delivering different projects and dependent din siya sa advocacies ng mga chapters namin.
If I may add also sir, yes sabi ni Pres George ng Central Davao, may iba-iba din kaming advocacy but also in JCI Philippines I'll parang sa hierarchy, we also have a mandate by the organization to have this national program. So kami din all chapters here are doing our best to support also the national programs of JCI Philippines So may kanya-kanya din, yun nga po, may kanya-kanya din kaming advocacies what we do in our own chapters. And also, like for example, national programs, siguro nabanggit kanina, one program is the Gut Heart. So we will be doing the bloodletting on April 9. So that's one of the national programs of JCI Philippines. So nagtutulong-tulong din po kami doon But yun nga, for us, nung natanong na about renewable energy and sustainability, for JCI Davao po sir, that's one of our flagship projects na tinututukan po namin sir. And yun po, magkakaiba-iba din po.
Going back to sir, which areas are time to have as point na prioritize in relation to the concern problem sa renewable energy?
For one sir, na namin natabangan again dito sa Tibungko And then what we did this year, actually naggawas mi og Davao. We went to Pogo National High School sa Samal, So we helped last February 7, I believe, with sheer water, I forgot the exact ng partner namin but they helped us to create the drilling and solar water powered pump. So actually with us JCI, most of the time yung mga beneficiaries yung lumalapit most of the time So actually yung sa tanong ni sir na mayroon ba kaming mga priority talaga kung saan, actually with siguro kailangan din in our part is research more of research para malaman kung saan yung mga communities to help. But yung sa nakasanayan ko po especially now is that the beneficiaries yung lumalapit sa amin and then we pattern kung ano yung kailangan nila. So doon pumapasok na may focus group discussions, may meetings with the community and how we can help with them. So ganun yung parang nakasanayan namin dito sir.
I think for majority of your members are also part of the business sector. How alarming is this issues of power dapat sa
Naigusto mo.
How can siguro JCI officers aside sa atong pag-initiate ng mga projects by together to allow in help sa problem sa power
siguro for me personally, no, since yes, you've mentioned some of our members are also in the business sector, and how we help with the power problem we have here in Davao region most especially. So like what my batchmates as a batch AJ, so we actually utilize the natural resources that we have. So for example, if it's in Marilog naman na district, they are more into solar, so solar lights or solar source of electricity than and hydro as well. So parang ang ginagawa namin is we look, like what I mentioned also earlier, we gap the bridges. So if we see that that's the need of the community, that's how we go out and look for partners. We use our, of course, if you're in the business industry, our members also can tap their networks that we can actually reach out to and ask for partnerships and for sponsorship to be able to materialize the projects that we have in mind for the community. So usually that's how it is when addressing problems in the community.
Question kay Sir Darwin. So you mentioned on the challenge yung sa membership, no? May number of members ba kayo target for this year po?
Okay. So actually po, in JCI, we have 3 categories of local organizations. We have Cat 1, 2, and 3. So basically, in Cat 3, we are 25 to 45. 25 to...
Tama to,
25 yung minimum yung numbers po. So basically, on our local organization, there are 25 members. So that would be the number of members po in the local organization that is affiliated with us. So, yun nga din yung struggle, no? Kahit na 25 lang yung sa amin na category 3, like for category 1 is there should be 76 members in the local organization. So, yun yung extra challenge, no, sa amin. Given with yun nga na voluntary organization, so even the 25 mahirap po mahirap sila i-keep, no? Kasi iba't ibang industry, tapos yun nga din yung passion tsaka yung drive to public service. So yun, kaya yung na-mention ko na yung membership retention is yun talaga yung isang struggle.
So 25 per category, no?
Yung category 3 po.
So like 75 or more.
And for example, for us, na-categorize kami as category 3 chapter. Kumbaga, ang aming goal talaga every year is to maintain the 25 membership or more. Kasi parang just to maintain the membership. Kasi parang din kasi yan siyang uso-uso lang din kasi yan. Kasi there are some people din kasi na they think na parang parang hindi cool mag-JCI ngayon, for the next year, parang cool mag-JCI, ganyan. Oo. Lang dyan na siya. Then also, ang different chapters ng produce kay kanya-kanyang mga profile ba. For example, to my chapter, ang usual profile sa akong mga members is mga fresh graduate, mga young professional, and there are some also na mga, for example, Greater Davao, mga group of lawyers or doctors. So usually ng mga profile ang mga chapters. So kaya medyo lisod siguro mangita siguro members siguro na who would fit in mismo sa chapter. Pero common ground, community service, individual development, and connections, networks, ganun pa.
For this year lang ba siya na-challenge or has this been a challenge for so many years?
For so many years.
So many years.
Yeah. Sige. And last question na lang din, yung target members nyo is youth lang, and then within the region lang ba siya?
Our membership for JCI is only between 18 to 40 years old. So that's the regular JCI, that's what we call JCI age. Kasi yung target namin are ages 18 to 40. So when you are in that manggod, that's why you also pride ourselves as a leadership organization, because youth leadership organization. Kasi if you've noticed, it's under young, very young age siya. So dyan yung parang mas madali silang natitrain into the leaders they wanted to be, whether it's leadership in their families or in their own careers or in their own businesses. So doon nila lang namin. So JCI age is 18 to 40. So if you know anyone who's interested, we are very much open po. Yes. Yes, the youth. So it's 18 to 40 years old.
And then within the region naman?
Within the region for us, yes. But since we are all over the Philippines, so anywhere they are, for sure, meron JCI chapter. So they can just like, for example, we have viewers or we have interested participants or who wanted to join JCI na wala sa Davao, you can feel free to reach out to any of us and we can channel or we can connect you to a JCI chapter wherever you are in the Philippines or in the world. So we can connect you with them. So yun.
Ikaw, sir, baka gusto din sumali?
Baka gusto yung mag-join. Okay.
Seems like
we have
exhausted all the questions. It's gonna wrap up.
Okay.
Closing remarks.
Closing remarks.
Lead chair.
So again, Paul, once again, thank you so much for coming and gracing our media day. To my fellow batchmates and to the representatives of each chapter, salamat kayo for coming. And I hope we have introduced JCI in a way na clear to everyone. And I hope that we would also appreciate that you join us as we celebrate our JCI week. So we have various activities po. And then our schedules and our activities will be posted in our social media pages. So that is all open to the public. Tama ba ko ba, Chess? That is all open to the public. So if you really want to join and you can just have a sense what JCI does or what we do. So we are inviting you to join us. So once again, thank you so much and good morning.
Congratulations.